Welcome to Windover Water. Back on the boat again. We've got a few more projects to do. However, the province is extending a lockdown by the looks of it, so we might even be on the hard longer than we thought initially. So I'm going to have a chance to get into all kinds of trouble with this boat. But we're not allowed to launch in the water, and if we're in the water, we're not allowed to actually go out on the lake. So it's sort of an odd situation, but it's I'll acquiesce to the wisdom of the doctors and folks who are running the province here, and we're going to have to wait to get out for the health of our community. So
sailboat in the moonlight and June, wouldn't that be heaven? Oh, heaven just for two. A soft breeze on a June night and June, what a perfect setting for letting dreams come true.
Recall that a few months back we received a package from Simple System Marine. It's a company that manufactures the ultimate motor bracket for the transom on our boat here for the stern rail. They actually do several different models, and the model we got was their deluxe one, which would include spacers to take it down from a 1-inch opening to an 1 7/8 opening. This bracket is going to give us some place to put our outboard motor when we're not using it on the dinghy. So away we go. Simple System Marine makes several styles of brackets. They make this one for a heavy outboard. They also make one that goes on a T-bar, like this. So the interior actually has got a T cut into it, and it fits in an area like that. We want to thank Simple System Marine for their better bracket, and I'm sure you'll see lots more of that this summer if we ever get out sailing. Another thing we picked up about a month ago was this box, and it's for our solar. So we're going to use that to keep the water out of the boat and some way to route the solar charging cables back into the boat again. So it didn't come with any kind of a fastener, which is sort of odd, and there's not really enough lip on there to put a screw through it. I might be able to drill something in later on, just some small screws. But I think for now I'm just going to mount it with some 4200, and I'll fix it in place like that with a glue, and then later this summer we'll drill it out once I figure out which screws I'm going to use, I guess. Okay, a few little projects done outside. Now I got a few inside to do. You'll recall last week Debbie showed us these lovely rails that Pete Jardine made for us. This is one that came with the boat actually, so it's a good demonstration piece. But basically these rails are removable. You can lift them out, but they keep the books inside, and they're a nice way to retain whatever you put in there actually. They sit on these little horseshoes. You can see in the back here. Good half hour to get in, but I finally got it in there. You kind of have to have, you have to be ambidextrous, and you have to have pretty flexible wrists, I think, to get back in there. But that's a great position for it, and it'll work really well. You can see how the piece of wood would fit in there now, just like that. So pretty cool, eh? Well, that's about all I can handle for one night. We got the one in here, and I've got to cut a little block on the other side for the other one to get it finally fit in, and but it's going to look good as well. I've got one more to go here, and should be able to make short work of that. It's just I've run out of sunlight. So thank you very much for joining us, and maybe some of the astute among you might realize that while we were doing our work outside, the Bimini and Dodger are missing. The Dodger frame, which we've had on the boat all along, and the Bimini have been taken to a shop where they're going to construct new 1-inch frames, and they're going to build us a new matching Bimini and Dodger with a filler piece. So lots of interesting stuff coming up. If you enjoyed these videos, you can always like, comment, subscribe, and those of you who are watching on a regular basis, we're finding that more often than not, our viewers are not subscribed. So just click that subscribe button. It helps us out with the algorithm with YouTube. So if you don't mind doing that, that'd be a great help to us. Otherwise, have a great week, folks. We'll see you next Friday. Bye for now. One out. You don't need to film that.
Talk to me.